Hey, this is Mike Beard. I'm back with another video, and I wanted to talk real quick about my motivation for being a saxophonist. The man you see in the picture above my head, his name is Dr. Enard Johnson, and I had the pleasure of meeting him at the National Baptist Convention in Omaha, Nebraska, when I was 13 years old. I was sitting right behind him and Jesse Jackson on stage, and I was singing in the national choir at the National Baptist Convention, and he was brought in to perform, and his billing is the world's greatest gospel saxophonist. So I got a chance to see him at 13 years old, and always admired his playing and heard his records and different things like that. And then later, one night my mom asked me if I wanted to go to this guest church with her, and I was able to go there, and sure enough, he was the guest performer that night and was performing. And I believe I had just gotten married, and he was asking about anybody who got married or something like that. And so I raised my hand, and he gave me a CD. He autographed it for me, and he even prayed for me because I told him I used to be a saxophonist, and I looked up to him, and I wanted to get a chance to go back and do that. And when you know it, lo and behold, about I would say a year and a half or two uh, after that, my mom, who had promised to get me a saxophone when I was like 11, uh, told me to close my eyes on Christmas Day and handed the saxophone to me. And as soon as it touched my hands, I knew exactly who it was, and I just broke down crying, just so grateful. So ever since then, I've been trying to get myself back together. It took me a while before I started trying to play. I tried to play a little bit, but I could never do it right. So I had to finally go back and take a few lessons and get my mouth right to be able to do something. But God is blessed, and I've seen some videos of Dr. Bernard Johnson in the last 5 years or so, and just he's been a motivational factor for me and an encouragement. And he has a great testimony and story about where God would take him and what God has done for him. So if you've never heard of Dr. Bernard Johnson, look up his music and listen to his music, because he's quite an inspiration and quite an accomplished individual and a very nice man. So thought you'd like to hear that.